Yo, what's going on, guys? It is time for another reaction video, and this is another one from Walter's World. So if you like this video, be sure to go check out his content. He puts out a lot of great travel content, very informative travel content. This one is Norwegian food, what to eat in Norway. Let's get into it.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and I'm hungry, and I'm not sure what I should eat here in Norway. If you're asking yourself that, that's what this video is for. What to eat and maybe drink when you are here in Norway. Now, what I'm going to tell you first is going out to eat in Norway is very expensive. So what you need to do is eat a big breakfast at your hotel and then have one meal outside, okay? Because otherwise your pocketbook is not going to survive Oslo, all right? Or anywhere in Norway. So some things you should have when you do go out to eat. One, if you want to have some meat, why not try reindeer or elk steaks? Yes, it sounds weird. Reindeer? I don't want to eat Rudolph. Don't worry, it's not Rudolph. It's those ones that can't fly and get away, so you'll be fine. So you definitely want to have reindeer for one, or elk, both worth trying out. Now, if you're looking to have...
Now, here in the States, in areas that have lots of deer, it's very common to have hunting season. And if you know people or friends with people or family members that like to go hunt and shoot deer, a lot of them will get the meat processed, and it's, referred to as venison. And so I've had deer quite a few times. I've had it as steaks. I've had it as ground minced meat, ground meat, and turned into sausage and turned into meat patties and all sorts of different things. And so deer meat is actually very good, and it's not overly gamey or anything like that. So I'd imagine that reindeer is probably very close, and the same with elk. But if you've had the opportunity to try all three, reindeer, deer, and elk, let me know in the comments if they are in fact similar to one another in taste.
So you definitely want to have reindeer for one, or elk, both worth trying out. Now, if you're looking to have fish, there's all kinds of fish here, but the big one you should try that you're going to enjoy is, of course, salmon. Whether it's grilled or salted or cured or whatever, you're going to like the salmon here. So if you want like the thinly sliced ones, gravlax is what you're going to be having. Sometimes you put it on a sandwich or bread or stuff like that. So that's one way you're going to have it there. Now the next thing you should eat when you're here is, let's get something sweet, okay? The one thing that the Norwegian will tell you got to have, the kind of candy you should have here, is called quick lunch or quick lunch, okay? It doesn't look like it says quick lunch, but that's what it says. Basically, it's like a Kit Kat. It's got wafers and chocolate in it. And it is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you.
It looks just like a Kit Kat, and I actually really like Kit Kat, so I'd probably like this one. It looks good.
You can get it at any of the stores out there, no problem. The next thing you should have when you're here is have a Norwegian hot dog. Yes, they put a little bit of different sauce on it, but what's cool is there's one type they make, and it's actually looks like it's in a tortilla. Get that one when you're here. Also, if you're looking for something cheap to eat late night, hot dogs and sausages, that's going to be your best bet, okay? Now, in terms of other things to eat, because I'm talking about the food and all the goats just ran away, is actually the goat cheese here is actually pretty popular. There's a smoked goat cheese. It kind of looks like peanut butter. It's like brown and stuff. If you can find it, it's worth trying. Okay, if you can't find it, it's okay, but the goat cheese actually is pretty good here. The next thing you should look at is if you're looking to get some other fish, there's a lot of cod here because we're in the North Atlantic. That's very good here. Or you can have herring, which is kind of popular all throughout Scandinavia. Okay, pickled herring or with all kinds of sauces and stuff like that. The next thing you should try when you're here is when you go to a bakery here, they actually have very good cinnamon rolls. I know it sounds silly, but go to a pastry shop or a cafe, have a kanelbulle or a cinnamon roll and a coffee. The Norwegians love their coffee, and
that sounds really tasty. I could go for a cinnamon roll and coffee right now.
Have a kanelbulle or a cinnamon roll and a coffee. The Norwegians love their coffee and they love their cinnamon rolls, so you should join them as well. Nice little snack, nice little treat to have on a sunny, non-rainy day, unlike today. Now, some things you should also look at in terms of alcohol. Well, the beer here, it's okay, but it is very expensive. The alcohol, if you want to get stronger stuff, not at a bar or restaurant, you actually have to go to a special store that has this. There's a monopoly company that actually runs all this for the government, so that's one of those things. But if you're going to get some alcohol, you want to get akvavit or aquavit. It's basically the local schnapps here. In Sweden it's called snaps. So my other camera died, so I've only got my phone right now. A few other things you could have when you are here if you're looking for something to eat. I don't know how you feel about this. I don't feel comfortable eating it, but in some places you actually can find whale meat. Also, if you ever go to Minnesota at Christmas time, everyone's looking for lutefisk. And they do have that here too, but there's a reason why. You only eat it once or maybe twice a year. Yeah, So there is that. Anyway, so those are some things you can eat when you are here in Norway.
Personally, I'd probably pass on the whale for a couple reasons. One, I'm just not real big on seafood or anything that swims. And then whale just seems kind of like it should be a little bit more of a protected animal. But maybe there's way more of them out in Norway area than what we have here. So I'm not passing judgment on anybody, but that would probably be the other reason I wouldn't eat it. One, just because I'm not really fond of fish and seafood, and two, just whales seem to be they should be a little bit more protected than just your typical fish. And while I've got it paused, I actually really like the view of this these little houses out over the water. Those are really cool.
It's not a culinary delicacy here in Norway whatsoever. I'm not going to lie to you. There are some decent restaurants, but in general, it's going to be pricey and you're going to be kind of unsatisfied. And you'll understand why the locals eat a lot of frozen pizza, a lot of sloppy pizza, and a lot of hot dogs. Okay, well, anyway, if you have more stuff that you think we should eat here in Norway, please let us know in the comment section below. And bye from Oslo.
Well, just like he said, if y'all have got suggestions of other food that should be tried while you are in Norway, please comment below. Let us know, especially if you live there or travel there frequently and are familiar with the menu. Always open to hear other things and other suggestions. If you are new here and you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. And like I said, comment below if you have other suggestions of food in Norway to eat. And if you don't have suggestions and you want to leave a comment, tell me where in the world you are watching from. Oh, and before I forget to mention, I do have a mailing address that is in the video description below, as well as the About Me section on my YouTube channel. So if you want to send a postcard, a letter, maybe you want to send some snacks from your country of origin, feel free to do so. I want to make a video of me taste testing different foods and things from around the world, around the from other countries. So if you want to participate in that and send me something, I'm happy to try it out. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.